Hi everyone, my name is Vaman, and today we will be learning about the history of China. Here are the states of ancient China that were constantly at war, always trying to take over one another. There was never peace. They didn't want to come together, they all just wanted to be the rulers of this whole area. And they fought for many, many years. Fast forward a couple thousand years, and on October 1st, 1949, the Republic of China was founded by Mao Zedong. Before all of this, though, there were many events that led up to China's independence. The first event was the war against Japan. A dynasty known as the Qing dynasty was fighting Japan over the land of Korea. As you know, Korea is currently split into two different countries, North and South, but back then, in 1894, they were joined as one. So the Qing dynasty started fighting Japan because they wanted more land. But China lost the war, and because of this, they had to hand over Taiwan, another country under their rule, over to Japan. Another event also occurred. In 1899, this event was known as the Boxer Rebellion. Under the rule of Empress Dowager, a secret society was created. This society was known as the Harmonious Fist. And this society would kill innocent people from different countries, like in Europe or in England. And these people were also known as the Boxers. Another thing was that they also had the support of the current empress in China. But 8 European countries who had people sent from them to China, and when they realized that those people were killed, they sent some troops or their armies. And China had to fight all of them, and China lost. And because of this, the 8 European countries started imposing some rules on China, and this weakened the Qing dynasty's rule by a lot. In 1931, approximately 30 years later, there was a civil war between the Red Army, composed of communist people, and the Nationalist Party, composed of more freedom-like nationalist people. And this war lasted for 18 long years. The winner of this war was the Red Army, or the communist people. And from this was formed the People's Republic of China. And this was all communist. And the Nationalist Party retreated to Taiwan, where they created their own government and eventually became Taiwan. Taiwan ends up returning back to China because Japan was busy fighting World War II and was not able to maintain control on Taiwan. So Taiwan returned to China, and tensions arose between Chinese soldiers and Taiwanese citizens. And eventually there was some violence occurring, and this ended up with people from Taiwan and someone known as Chiang sending in some troops. Then the Communist Party, which is part of China, finally, once and for all, declares China as the People's Republic of China. And then 2 months later, 2 million soldiers followed Chiang, who wanted to go to Taiwan, and they all went over to Taiwan actually. And Chiang set up a government, and he claimed to be the ruler of that country. After all of this, China finally becomes its own independent country, and Taiwan becomes its own. China still believes that Taiwan is owned by them, but in reality, Taiwan is actually an independent country. Another important thing also happens. England returns Hong Kong back to China. Many years ago, like about 100, England, when it was conquering the whole world basically, they ended up taking Hong Kong. Now, Hong Kong was returned back to China, and Hong Kong was preserved as like a territory of China. Ever since then, China has been constantly improving in many different things, like its population and its economy, and many other things. Now, let's talk about China's tourist attractions, its geography, and all like the fun, cool stuff. Here are some fun facts about China. China is the world's most populated country at 1.4 billion people, and that's a lot of people. That's about 1/7 of the total world population. They are actually one of the four ancient civilizations. So, a very, very long time ago, when humans first came to be, in fact, civilizations were created. And China, well, not exactly China, but that's where one of the four main civilizations started. China also has lots of diversity, so you'll find many different races there, and they have many tourist attractions. As you can see in the picture in the right, that picture is taken of a tourist attraction known as the Terracotta Army. I brought an assistant with me, whose name is also Vaman, and he will be taking us around and showing us these cool tourist locations. Let's start with the Terracotta Soldiers. Vaman, my assistant, will take us. Oh, look, he's already gone. Let's follow him in. Here we are at the Terracotta Army. This place is filled with sculptures, all made out of terracotta. This was created to depict all of the armies of China. So this whole place includes warriors, chariots, and horses, and each person has a different height. So everything is to scale, and every single person has a different height, and each height determines the role of each person. So there's lots and lots of sculptures here. In fact, there are 8,000 soldier sculptures, 130 chariots with 520 horses, and 150 cavalry horses. That's how many sculptures there are. Imagine how much time this could have taken. Obviously, there are many people building this, but still, this was made in the 3rd century BCE. And now that's over 2,000 years ago. Very, very long time ago. It's amazing how they created such a wonderful thing. All just out of terracotta and a bunch of stone, and a group of craftsmen who all came together to make this huge sculpture. Oh, look, there's a portal. Let's go through it and let's see inside what there is. Here we are at the Great Wall of China. This is a very, very large wall. It goes across the entirety of China. It is 13,000 miles long, in fact, and it was created by the Ming Dynasty. The Ming Dynasty used to control a large part of China, and the emperor decided he wanted a wall to protect his country from outsiders and like basically the northern half, because the Ming Dynasty ruled like the southern area, and then the northern area was ruled by some other people, and he did not want those people coming over onto his land. So he constructed this gigantic wall that basically blocked or separated the north and south of China. And this wall was used to fight off any enemies because it has a really good position. You can stand on the wall and like attack your enemies who are underneath you. It's a very cool place overall. This wall is more than 2,000 years old. So that's a pretty long time ago it was created, and it must be very sturdy. Another thing you should know is that this wall is huge. In fact, if you go into the International Space Station, which is in outer space, you can see the Great Wall of China if you look at Earth, which is amazing. That's a huge structure then. Many people visit this place every day, every year, over millions of people. It's a very cool place to visit, and you guys should visit too. Let's talk about the foods of China. The first one, fried rice. I'm sure you guys have all heard of this before. Rice, I'm pretty sure everyone has ate it before. It's very important in China's culture. Fried rice is even more important, and many people eat it. It contains protein like chicken, lots of vegetables, carrots, peas, corn, whatever you can name. It's very tasty, and it's very popular in China. Another food in China is chow mein. Chow mein is very popular. It is essentially just noodles with lots of different add-ons like meat or tofu or lots of vegetables or all three together. It's very, very tasty. Many people eat it, and it's a very popular food in China. Another popular food in China is called Kung Pao chicken. This is the most well known Chinese dish outside of China. Many people eat it, everyone loves it, and here are some ingredients. It's made of some chicken, vegetables, peanuts, and then some chili pepper. All of this makes an amazing dish that's mouth-watering and very, very tasty. Hope you guys learned something new in today's video about China. If not, still hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.